Hey everybody, how you doing? Yes, this is a makeup session, just like I did a couple weeks ago, because of some things that went down technically and because of a mistake that I made. And so, needless to say, we're going to catch up on suggestions. So, this first one is coming from one of our usual suspects here on Twitch. Don't forget, if you're seeing this on YouTube for the very first time, join us on Twitch. We do the Wheel of Cheese. Everybody gets an opportunity to get the chance to have a suggestion listened, and we just enjoy a blast, and that link is all down below. Or if you're just checking this out and you want to support the channel, there's always the supers. But all that being said, let's do this. From Great Sage Sun, one of our usual suspects on Twitch, this is a track called The Midnight. Or actually the track is called Heartbeat, and the band is called The Midnight. Let's do this. All right. Kind of sounds like that movie opening, the Dolby thing, huh? Love me some of that old 80s vibe synth. A little of that Van Halen Panama vibe, yes. Solid hook. It's like a double hook, right? This intro that we're hearing again, very catchy. Little production trick. Mute that drums for that measure, 2 measure. I really love the guitar arrangements on this and the clean sounds. That's an important part of the hook for me. I like that. Such a great guitar sound. I missed that. Showing my age. Yeah, fixing for a key jump. Oh, nice. They had that little saxophone up in there. Even repeating the hook and the instrumental. This is so nostalgic, even how the outro is going. I guess this was live, and obviously, if I'm right, and I'm just taking a wild guess here, recorded live, of course, but probably taken into the studio to be mixed. This doesn't come necessarily straight off the soundboard. I don't know. I'm not saying that I do know. But what I do say is that I absolutely loved the track. For me, it was very nostalgic. There was some callback to the 80s, the wide stereo image, synth pad sounds that was a la Panama, that kind of vibe. But what I loved about the construction of the song is they did an incredible job of giving us, I think, 3 different opportunities to choose our hook. You know what I mean? If you're not too sure what the word hook is, it's known as the chorus, or that section in a song that'll repeat itself numerous amount of times in order to kind of burn into your head a moment of the song. There's a song structure. We all know that. But there were 3 different times where I said, well, that could be the hook, or that could be the hook, or the opening turned into a hook a little later down the line. Voice was really great. The drum work was great. The engineering, I think, was something also I started listening to going, a lot of extra work going, a lot of love and care. At the end of the day, this track for me was very celebratory, very uplifting, very challenge of the day. I really didn't get into the lyrics because that's just what happens to me on the very first listen. But the song and the production and the performance and everything just sounded like let's get our day going. Let's move it forward. Let's get through it all. But I did like, for me personally, that kind of a callback to an 80s vibe. And also the clean guitar sound was great. Okay, let's see. Who's up next? The Driver 458 wants a track that is called I guess Caracal project. I don't know. Forgive me. You know how I am. This is called Journee de Merde. Merde? Journee de Merde? I don't know. Is that Journey of we won't go there. Let's go. Trippy.
We're soaking in, but there's left for me to cry. He left the room on the fly, caught in the haze. I settled in a house of diamond in the sky. Already out of fucking tears, I spilled and dried. I can't see any clearer than the man in the mirror. The sky's getting light. Better shut my eyes before I have another fucking breakdown.
Wow, real creative patch development. A little Jacob Collier-ish. Is that his name? Wow. Great shifts in the dynamics on this. Kind of an oversaturated, overcompressed, slow release vibe there. That was great.
But there is left for me to cry. You left the room, I'm on the fly, caught in the haze. Settled in, I hold my diamond in the sky. Already out of fucking tears, I spilled and dried. I can't see any clearer than the man in the mirror. The sky's getting light, I better shut my eyes before I have another fucking breakdown.
What a great sound on that kick. Zappa-ish finger vibrato dynamics.
Sky's getting late, I better shut my eyes before I have another fucking breakdown.
That was great. Bringing us in and out of these really weird shifted dynamics in the track. You know, starting off in the opening sound development of these voices that were tweaked in however way, shape, or form. They sample it, tweak it, program it, put it on their keys, and run it through whatever it is. It was very unique and very, very slick. I really dug that. It pulled me in enough to just for a second I was missing out a little bit on the melody because I was really enthralled with the patchwork, the development of those sounds. Then you hit them really hard, just punch you right in the throat with that heavy, distorted EDM, if that's the right word to use, that synthy vibe, almost to the point where I said, did these guys hamburger this thing out, blow it completely up to the ceiling in order to get it to fry? But then I'm thinking the whole track, but then I listened to the kit in the middle, or the little trap kit in the middle. That was crystal clean. So whatever that gritty sound was obviously very abstract. And then it goes into this other section, which kind of reminded me of a psychedelic 70s vibe. A couple of cool little things that were happening with the toms, when the toms, letting it ring out and be pure. So we went through each one of those little sections, if you would, I think twice each. But I really liked at the very end when this clean singing that came in that lasted this last two measures, when they pulled everything out, how that started to kind of glide in and kind of gave my ears a sense of normalcy. It's like, okay, there's something I can identify with. So the whole track, like I said, it was very abstract, very unique, uniquely produced and written. But I like it. I me pulling back the layers and finding all these little trick things going on in there was trick. Thank you so much for that. Okay, next up. Let me see. That was the driver. Video games are art. And this is called the Souljazz Orchestra Dog Eat Dog, I believe is what it is that he wants. So let's go. Let's check this out. All right. Already feeling 70s.
We are all in the same system that's exploiting us, that is taking advantage of everybody. That's the whole story. You have those working with the system getting fucked by the system. You see, it's dumb. We all remain in the same system, sold to us for generations. Since
So soulful.
Society became,
like it says here, it's like very soul jazzy. They're definitely letting the bass live large on this. And I love how the drums are played square. Yes, Shaker and Clave, I hear you. God, I love the engineering on the kick. Can you hear what the guitar's doing here? The muted line? That little string line in the background too. It comes in and out.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
Say it's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
Each man for himself. Survival of the fittest. Each man for himself. Law of the jungle. Each man for himself. Survival of the fittest. Each man for himself. Law of the jungle. Each man stepping on the next. In a race to the bottom. Each man stepping on the next. In a race for the bread. Each man stepping on the next. In a race to the bottom. Each man stepping on the next. In a race for the bread. Now they call this freedom. Call it the natural way. They call this freedom. Call it the only way. Now they call this freedom. Call it the natural way. They call this freedom. Call it the only way. But you can't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. It's only freedom. If you're the big dog eating, but you can't piss on my leg and tell me
You
it's
can't piss on my
raining.
leg.
It's only freedom. If you're the big dog eating, it's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
I love how the track just lets you sit in the groove, you know, you're on for the ride.
Doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
Saying it's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
Say it's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world out there. It's a doggy dog world.
Hey! It's a doggy dog world. Doggy dog world out there.
Just such a different vibe. Live musicians, you know.
Come on. Here we go.
You know, in the soul music world in the 70s, the hi-hat starting things is such a classic maneuver. Very Shaft.
Hey!
I love that little, way in the back there's that string line that's always hanging out up there. It kind of comes in and out.
Come on!
Listen. All I have to say about that one is that is the quintessential soulful jazzy layback track ever. You know, it's just it's a piece of music that just wants you to get into a groove, whether you're driving or you're chilling with the bros and the gals or whatever the story is, and you're just kind of, yeah, I'm just in that mood. Yeah, it's like everything's no flash, no anything. A lot of, like I said earlier, that straightforward part of the drums, staying straightforward while things were happening, just kind of keeping things, not making it complicated, no rhythmically complicated arrangements in there, just these really nice soulful grooves from the, you know, the congas, the shaker, I believe I heard the clave there, the drums. Bass, of course, was really carrying this whole thing, the whole bottom end. The horn section sounded so fat, you know, everything about it, just also the essence of it, the feeling of it, the vibe of it is live musicianship. You know, the horn section and stuff. Anyway, sometimes we get used to listening to a lot of stuff that's superbly, you know, mimicked in today's modules and samples and stuff like that, but you just can't beat that true sense of artistry, if I could say, without having that extra dose of just pure 100% live musicianship from top to bottom. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I said. Okay, let's see who's up next. Let me see. This is the Kebab Seller. Hey, how are you, Kebab Seller? And we're checking out a track. I'm going to say this wrong. IXION, Beyond the Asteroid Belt. So this is from Kebab Seller. And I hope you're doing well, Kebab Seller. I know since I've been past my surgery and stuff, in and out, haven't seen you dropping by, but glad to have you in here. So let's see what Kebab Seller's bringing us now to the Abbacado Show. All right. Ooh. Love that spacey, ethereal vibe. The style of composition is like vibrational realignment in my brain. I don't know why. It just makes me like, I love the two-note patterns on the left hand on the piano. that one note that rang out, that harmonics that was created there. So I'm aware this is a video game, and the essence of creating a soundtrack like this is to create that space in your mind, that stereo imaging, that swimmy kind of pseudo choral, uniquely designed pad work that is designed to be so heavy, hard left, hard right, really give you the spread of a stereo image. A lot of times those pads could be rinsed in really long reverbs. And the one thing about this track, I had said earlier that I really like when composers are using two-note left-hand work. You know, not completely playing a chord, but the voicing might be, I don't know, 1 in 5, I'm hypothetically, and the melody is a single-note melody that's happening here. I love that kind of wide-open stuff. We hear a lot of that in the movies, right, to create that kind of vibe. I think one of the things that I'm really focusing on is such a unique, I don't want to say trend, but it is what it is. Maybe in the last 15 years, how the piano sounds have really morphed themselves into unique, different designs. Mostly this muted kind of lo-fi vibe that then gets kind of treated and tricked out in very unique ways. So the transition that the pianos actually has made, at least in my life, it's been a unique transition, you know, starting in the late 60s all the way go to where we are today. We have a piano and an EP, and then we have, you know, excuse me, a Farfisian or organs and stuff, and the transition and stuff and of the pianos, you know, turning into different sounds. The electric piano, of course, the Rhodes, and they just keep going and changing, and they add a little more. And it got brighter and brighter through the 80s. The piano sounds got very bright. And then it just kind of noodled down a little bit. The Kurzweil sound kind of softened it up a little bit. But at least in the last 15 years and the journey that I've been on with these channels listening to music, that dulled lo-fi sound of the piano in certain types of arrangements are so cool, just like this one. And once again, you know, the patterns, you know, were very spaced out, half notes, whole notes, except for what was happening on the right hand or in the melody a couple times. Even that was pretty rinsed in a long reverb. But the joy that my brain cells get when I listen to this kind of composition of being able to settle. Very meditative, yeah, just like my Sounds of Tranquility channel. A lot of the stuff I have over there is very just settled in pads. They aren't these brilliant pieces of work as much as they are designed, excuse me, to trip you out in here or let it go. Like that. Okay, let's see who's up next. All right. Oh, we're going to go to something completely different here. This is from the Retro Modern Gamer. This is a band I am very familiar with, Leprous. However, it doesn't mean that they're always going to deliver like always, you know, they're very creative and they have really great melodies and stuff. So I'm sure we're about to experience that. So let's see what this is all about. All right.
Are you ready?
Nice chord right there. Drummer's been crushing it since first beat. love that cymbal. That is it. Jeez, that's one breath. Happening here. I don't know if it's keyboard. Is that two drummers? I had no idea. I just noticed that. Do they normally do that? Very chaotic. Boy, this guy's voice. Oh, he's a keyboardist too. Okay. I was waiting for a Phrygian Modi kind of thing to sneak in at some point. Very chaotic. I can hear the bass of this crushing it, but that was crazy. Oh, it's still going. Ooh, long piece. Let the Phrygian live. You must. You cannot contain the Phrygian. It must be on its own. You know if you know. Very unique tone. I love the support pad work in the background. What's going on? Very scorched, hellish kind of vibes, like the endless dive into hell. And the singer's putting on one hell of a performance, that guy. Man, I'm gonna get a Ricola. Just my throat's hurting listening to him.
Thank you so much! Tusen hjertelig takk, Oslo!
Wow. The energy in that place must have been just insane. You could just feel that kind of darkness and heaviness and power. It's cool to see that this was the final song probably in the concert, or maybe it was the encore or something, or before they come back called in for an encore, because it had such a long, drawn out run of emotions, the darkness, the heaviness, the chaotic, addition of two drummers. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's so difficult to be spot on, stroke to stroke and everything like that. So a lot of times there's some battling of not being in time or rhythm or anything. It's just, even if you are the nanosecond behind on a snare, there's a little bit of that, but it definitely lends itself to the heaviness and the darkness of the track. There's and then there's a couple times too, the other drummer's not there at the beginning and lifts up and is doing other percussive things, is not playing exactly, or, a doubling up, let's just say, on the arrangement, where it's pounding and powerful. I love the chord changes in the verses on this. Very unique. But from the very beginning, though, I felt this kind of modal, this Phrygian kind of vibe through it. Then, of course, once the violin came in, that just put that to rest. That was as, Arabic, Phrygian vibe what the violin player was giving us. Da, da, da. Just that in itself, just those two notes lent itself to, that kind of vibe. But gosh, what a banging track that was. Must have been epic to actually be there live. That was big thing there. Okay, next up, Park Pal. This track is called the Tragically Hip, Grace 2. So I don't know. Let me see here. The Tragically Hip is the name of the band, and the name of the track is Grace 2. Grace 2. God, I love the build-up on the layers on this.
There'll be no knock on the door. I'm total broke. That's what I'm here for. I come from downtown. Born ready.
I love this pulling from that 60s, early 70s psychedelic rock vibes. This is a great track. I love that what's happening with the bass. We opened up with that nice sound of bass, and now we're kind of reinforcing that. Nice right there.
The secret rules of engagement are hard to endorse
The little cowbell back there.
when the appearance of conflict meets the appearance of force. But I can guarantee there'll be no knock on the door. I'm total pro here. Knock on the door. That's what I'm here for. I come from downtown. Born ready for you. Armed with scandalous frustration and grace.
God, I love how they do that. You feel like you're getting a bridge right there, and it was going to take it somewhere else, lift it up into a hook, but they're bringing this on this like, whoa, this full glide. God, and the engineering on this is fantastic as well. Some Doors element in this as well. Let the bass play it around a little bit. Guitar at the end that's pushed. I love how it's standing out in front of the mix. I have to say for myself, gang, that this track here was, let me see, get something here. There we go. One of my favorite ones on the session, in the sense that for myself, it brought me back to a place where, you know, this is so boomer to say sometimes when you say when music was coming from a different place, Not that it sounds better or more or less, even though this was only released 15 years ago. I don't know when this was released, but the intention to me as a listener, just an old foot, I really got on with this. I think because of some of the elements in the 60s and the 70s when I was already, writing music and stuff, even though I was, fairly young, it revolved around this particular style of influence. So I think maybe it's more nostalgic to hear this, and the fact that, they tipped their hat to this, even if this was released 20 years ago, in the early 2000s. One of the things that really pulls me nostalgically into it was the performance of the vocals, the looseness of the guitars. Now, I don't know of this band, like how many guitar players there are, but there were quite a few layers that were happening with the guitars, but they were subtle. But these colors, these kind of like, just adjacent to style arrangements, once again, another one of those situations where we've heard a few times, you've heard me say, love it when we have live musicianship going on, because you can also feel that. And but me, I'm also going to listen to other things. I really, really got on with the separation in the engineering on this as well. And the sound of the kick on this one and the kit on this one was great. Once again, I'm just reaching back into like, when I was younger and, I started engineering in the mid 70s and stuff in an era where, I remember, what I'm saying? It's like looking at an old bunch of pictures of candies that used to be on sale, or a candy in the 70s. You go, oh my God, now or later. Oh my God, this, I remember. And you start to get the sensation of tasting it. In this case, sonically, it's that same vibe for me. So this was a great, 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 great track. This one's definitely going to get saved on my how do you do list. Okay, what's coming up next? Okay, Lisa Wolf. Hi, Lisa Wolf. How are you? This one is Open Mike Eagle. Pretty Big Bridges. Okay, let's see what this is. I want to let you guys know, there's a lot of videos here that are live performances and stuff like that. Good chance that if it gets blocked, I'm blurring this whole section here. Because 90% of the blocks that happen on the channel have to do with video blocks, not necessarily audio. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. But Lisa, here you go. Let's see what you got for us here. All right.
My name's Open Mike Eagle. This song's called Big Pretty Bridges.
Hi, Open Mike Eagle. How are you?
I'm far away from my house, wrote this song in a hotel room. All the Deca show got canceled. Now this room feels like Bellevue. Jupiter's got 12 moons in its life forms. On a couple of them, give a fuck if my plans fell through. If I'm deep purple or pale blue. So please circle the right answer on this questionnaire I'm gonna mail you. Have we yet made a real connection, or is this simply a prelude? What's this century's quaalude? What's the next millennium's body peeling? My body feels like sunlight, about to run right through this poppy field. My eyes burning, my nose running, my skin itches like fire. Only rappers with sinus troubles could ever enter my cipher. Every sentence that I write my muse feels like it could be tighter. There's a small chance that we can't connect because we're too differently wired.
That? Like triggering all this stuff? Like a looper might do? Oh wow.
We'll dig, we'll stick, build big, pretty bridges, 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 we'll. What the fuck is you doing here? I done plugged up this computer gear and I'm about to sweat in this laptop. The drive here was like 5 years, I swear I only made one gas stop. I'm the Batman of the minivan and my plans tricking these rap fans that think rap shows is like Disney Disneyland. But what the fuck is you
Nice
doing
poetry.
here? Ain't no
I
roller
like that.
coasters or souvenirs. Sometimes the shit's second nature. Other times it feels super weird to some faces here but done seen before. I seen people dance and seen people bored. Now I'm reaching out for your hand so you can understand what I'm speaking for. But don't sweep the floor, but don't wipe the bar. Leave them glasses right where they are. Look at me when I talk to you, cause this is not some shit I'm sleepwalking through. Not some shit that y'all can wipe away. Games some of y'all like to play. Dialing into you, accessing you. This signal will not decay.
You notice how the instrumentation is a very mono package? I really like that.
We'll dig, we'll stick, build big, pretty bridges 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 we'll.
You know what was very unique about the track? Okay, so apparently it's live. I didn't know if, you know, the fact that it was live in front of people versus just, it sounded like when he started the song that he was just like bummed that his gig got canceled, so he decided to just set up his rig and just, you know, riff right on the spot. I really can appreciate performances like this because it really strips down to the raw, the essence of artistry in the case of like this. I guess he's a rapper, or maybe it's slam poetry. I'm not too sure since I've never heard of the artist before. But what makes it fun for me is I can recall so many days, way back, pre-cassette days, or no, there were cassettes already by the time I was whipping around and stuff, where things went straight into a cassette and through a bunch of things. You didn't have any opportunity to really mix anything. But then you realize, well, God, it just sounds kind of good the way it does, or the way it is. Doesn't need to have reverb. It doesn't need to have that. You just get into the groove. I've never, though, I have to say, I show my age, I've never seen anybody do a performance on that square thing with all the little square. I mean, I'm familiar with that. I come from the world of Linn drums and all kinds of stuff. I understand the mechanism, but I've never seen that particular thing. And the fact that it was handheld, you know. He had some really great lyrics or rhymes or poetry in there that I really liked. You probably saw me react to a few of them. I think the Batman, something, I'm a Batman in a van or something. I'm very clever. Good stuff. And thanks for bringing this. This is what I love about the stream. That's what I love about, you know, the Abbacado show, you know, the Twitch environment that we have here is I get to hear all kinds of music. It's mind-numbing how closed-minded I could have been as a composer working on my styles of music and realizing, oh my gosh, all this other stuff that's out there, you know? So, yeah, a lot of that. Okay, let's continue on. What do we got here? And by the way, thank you, Lisa. Next up, let me see. This is coming from Mason Gator. Okay, this is called Rebecca Sugar. So let's see what we got here. All right. Oh no, I'm sorry, my bad. Oops, I messed up the tabs. This one is from Safria, one of our members on Twitch, who we always send out aloha and good prayers through her healing journey. So she wanted me, oh geez, I'm definitely going to get blocked on this, but we're doing it, you know, we're doing it. And if you see the little block thing, it's because it got blocked. But this is the Little Shop of Horrors, Mean Green Mother from outer space. And this is the director's cut version. All right, let's go.
Every household in America, that's what you had in mind all along, isn't it? No shit, Sherlock. We're not talking about one hungry plant here. We're talking about world conquest. And I want to thank you. You ain't the only thing I ever loved.
Oh my God, what a classic.
You're a monster, and so am I. It's got to end. It's got to stop right here.
Better wait a minute. You better hold the phone. Better mind your manners. Better change your tone. Don't you threaten me, son. You got a lot of gall.
Oh, I love the rasp in that voice.
Oh, we won't do things at all. You in trouble now.
How many of you have, please, 100%, but how many of you have actually seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Come on. Or Little Shop of Horrors, I'm sorry. Bleh.
You don't know what you're messing with. You got no idea. You don't know what you're looking at when you're looking here. You don't know what you're up against. No,
Listen to where the bass is living in this jam.
You don't know what you're messing with, but I'm gonna tell you.
It's been so long.
I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and it looks like you've been had. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, so get off my back, get out my face, 'cause I'm mean and green. And
It's got that full gospel vibe to it, yeah?
Wanna save your skin, boy? You wanna save your hide? You wanna see tomorrow? You better step aside. You better take a tip, boy. Want some good advice? You better take it easy, 'cause you're walking on thin ice. You don't know what you're dealing with. No, you never did. You don't know what you're looking at, but that's tough titty, kid. The lion don't sleep tonight, and if you pull his tail, he roars. You say that ain't fair, you say that ain't nice. Know what I say? Up yours. Yeah! Watch me now, I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad.
This is just one of those tracks where it's all about the melody.
And you got me fighting mad. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, gonna trash your ass, gonna rock this place. I'm mean and green, and I am.
But that organ gives it that gospel infusion.
You know I don't come from
Blues
no
Brothers
back lagoon. I'm from past the
vibes.
stars and beyond the moon. Yeah. You can keep the thing, keep the it, keep the creature. They don't mean shit. I got killer bugs, a power stem, nasty thorns, and I'm using them. So better move it out. Nature calls. You got the point. I'm gonna bust your balls.
Man, Little Shop of Horrors is such a legendary cult following. Or should I say cult? No, that's not right.
I'm mean and green. Mean green mother from outer space. I'm mean and green. Mean green mother from outer space. I'm mean and green.
Nom. Look at the design on the teeth and everything. Just so detailed. Slow death. You know, I didn't say much about it because it's just such a classic track, and you know, it brings back such memories, you know. And you know, the way the track was written, the Little Shop of Horrors musical theater at its finest, you know, and well, not musical theater, it was a film, but it translated into the show for stage and stuff like that, on so many levels, and also the following to this day. As a matter of fact, I think this is probably one of those pieces of work as a complete total, you know, body of work that still has a following that continues to grow. Because it was just really super fun. This is a musical theater at its best. There were some things in there I'm listening to had the same side as like Blues Brothers, or the same kind of vibe as Blues Brothers, kind of that thing. But they kind of in production, there's a couple of other songs in Little Shop of Horrors that has, you know, it still has that gospel-y blues kind of thing that goes on there. But I mean, I just really, except for saying, you know, the bass was really strong in the mix and everything, it was really about the bass and the vocals there, you know, and of course the nuances of the organ and stuff to me that kept it all gospel. But this was great, and I'm glad you shared it with me, because this couple tracks on this session has been very nostalgic for me. And so, you know, it's been the medicine for me too. I sit here and I just kind of drift away. The world doesn't exist except for you and I watching this stuff, and we listen to music together, and that's what I love about what we love about music. It takes us away from the rest of the knuckleheadiness that's going on out there. Okay, I have one more here from Mason Gator. And this one is called Spiral Bound EP by Rebecca Sugar. All right. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Oh, yeah, let's stretch it out. 13 minutes. Let's do this. All right.
Everybody's headed somewhere, and they want to get there faster, but I'm taking my sweet time. I used to be in such a hurry, so much, so quick, so sick with worry now. I'm taking my sweet time.
Great guitar chord voicings and the chord changes.
I don't need to solve the maze. I'll stretch like a shadow and fade like the haze. Work all day, but I won't deliver. I'll grow like a tree in the LA River.
She has a wonderful voice.
Everybody's selling something, looking for the highest bidder, but I'm taking my
little
sweet
sparkly pad
time.
back there.
I don't need to solve the maze. I'll stretch like a shadow and fade like the haze. I'll work all day, but I won't deliver. I'll grow like a tree in the LA River.
True, there's trees in the LA River.
Everybody's selling something, looking for the highest bidder, but I'm taking my sweet time. 'Cause everything is chutes and ladders and someone else telling me what matters. So I'm taking my sweet
That's nice.
time. I'm taking my sweet time.
The engineering where her voice is just right here. It's so intimate. No reverb or anything, just quiet. Even though we have a nice width right here, stereo with the musicianship and the strings.
Good morning, afternoon. Good morning, afternoon. I didn't think that I'd be seeing you so soon. Wasn't it just 11? Half a minute ago, I thought the day was moving slow. I thought the day was moving. Wasn't it just 11?
It's a little bit of a Brazilian vibe in there.
Minute ago,
I love it.
I thought the day was moving slow. Good morning, afternoon. Good morning, afternoon. I didn't think that I'd be seeing you so soon. Wasn't it just 11?
Beautiful
Half
strings.
a minute ago, I thought the day was moving slow. I thought the day was moving slow. Just 11. Half a minute ago, I thought the day was moving slow.
I like these are short songs, and they're very potent in here.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do?
An ukulele.
Normally
so.
I just ask you, but we haven't spoken. We haven't spoken. Would you say what you always say? It's better if we tell the truth. But look at what the truth has
Or maybe it's steel
done.
drums.
Your heart is broken. Your heart is broken. And what good is? I didn't mean to. When I see
I love the little
you
lo-fi
looking
percussion here.
like you do. What good is? I didn't mean to. When I see you looking like you do. Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
That style of string playing gives
I
you a little
didn't
bit of that
mean
tension,
to. I didn't mean
kind of like
not
quite tension, but
I didn't mean to. 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 I didn't mean to.
the little trems on the strings were beautiful. They soft. They made you float. They give you that floating vibe. Oh my God, what happened? Did Mr. Rogers just walk in?
Blackberries growing on a chain link fence. Cool breezes blowing through an open door. Sidewalks are cracking in the midday sun. Adams Morgan, 1991. Cold pizza waiting in the kitchen fridge. Blue pilly carpet on an endless floor. Warm light is streaming where the children run. Adams Morgan, 1991. Cows ride bicycles across the sky. And Madam's watching us from up on high. Down Calorama with an ice cream cone. Fine office markers that I shouldn't touch. Dad's new computer looks like so much fun. Adams Morgan, 1991.
fun track. I love the short mono reverb on that slide guitar work.
Schoolyard graffiti of the Scooby Gang. Wild secret garden with the chlorine pool. Long row house
like that.
shadows when the day is done. Adams Morgan, 1991. Long children's faces when the day is done. Adams Morgan, 1991.
Oh God, her voice is wonderful. That was nice. That weird psychedelic 15 seconds to get us and then bring us back into this.
It's up to luck in our imagination. Anything can happen. Let's jump the track and guess our destination.
Trippy.
Well, I
Synth in the
like to
back.
be prepared, and when I can't be, I get scared. But you make me sure anything can happen. 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 Well, I like to be prepared, and after everything we've shared, you make me sure. You make me sure. You make me sure.
A clever use of stereo imaging and placing these unique sounds in the
Something's up ahead, just around the bend. I remember when I felt just a little bit younger than our friends. But they've gone on ahead, and I've been left behind. That's fine, I'll just find my own way to the end.
Whistling through an open park with a daisy in the hand, spinning around in the sunshine kind of vibe, yeah? Wow. That worked great. We got some bass in here now. God, that one guitar that's slightly out of tune is perfect. He's laughing with me. Let that bass player go.
Something's up ahead, just around the bend. Something's up ahead, just around the bend.
Oh, and giving us the big fade. Was this, Mason Gator, was this like a complete album project? Because I think it is absolutely perfect. I think it's fantastic. I love the whole vibe of this thing. And, you know, the growth of the song, I mean, each song kind of grew in arrangements, adding a little more textures and unique dynamics, you know, and playing around with, you know, placements of these sounds, you know, in the stereo imaging. Yeah, the constant was her voice. The tone of her voice is beautiful. And it sounded like some of the instrumentation or the instruments, like it was like a single session of sorts, because there were some of the guitar tones and they were very consistent through each one of the tracks. But they kind of, this was such a fun, but very, I don't know, the melody. This was a standout melodic performance album. You know, I love the fact that tracks are like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You know, it didn't need a lot of, you know, boo-bop and glam and hook and bridge and all the stuff that we're used to hearing in all these wonderful other pieces of music. This carried itself 100% solely on great vocal performance, great melody, and very fun and light-hearted arrangements. Very nice voicings on the chord changes and some of the guitar work and stuff in the layering. That last track was hilarious, with the guitar being slightly out of tune and stuff. Funny, that guy was laughing in the track even when I was laughing, because it brings that to you. You know, when you're listening to it, it brings you, you know, could you imagine like you ending the statement with, you know, the project of this album, if that's what this is, in its presentation, with just something that's just so fun. You want to take the needle and start it again. You know, you want to put it back there and, you know, now we don't have to take the needle and get up and start it again. You just... But this was great. This was completely the reason why I love doing this on Twitch, even though this is a special session, is I am so exposed to so much wonderful music out there. And this was a great way to end this particular session. The name of this again was Spiral Bound EP by Rebecca Sugar. It was just released 9 months ago, and I thought it was absolutely wonderful. All right, guys, that's it. I am done. I know that I did this as a special thing. We're working out the technical things. My mods have been fabulous. You know who you are, and for those of you who are on Twitch, you know who they are, and you know, and everybody's doing it when they have the time to do it, and I'm so humbled by it all, as I am with you guys that constantly show up on Twitch. For some reason, take that time out of your life. Oh, my hair's a mess. Like, it's growing back pretty fast, isn't it? So anyhow, so I'll be back on the Twitch sphere. We're still working on a couple small things, but I look forward to getting back. If you're just seeing this for the very first time, if you're still here, type in "I'm still here," and if you want to join us on Twitch, that link's down below. You guys take care of yourself. Always count the wins. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. See ya.